Welcome back. Dance students from several Boston neighborhoods are getting ready for the experience of a lifetime. The team from Origination Cultural Arts Center in Jamaica Plain is putting together the final details for the 11th annual youth development trip to the African island nation of Cape Verde. So joining me now is Origination Executive Director Musau Dabinga and Sonia Lomba, a board member, former Origination dancer and attendee of this development trip. She's returning this time as a chaperone. Welcome to the both of you. So excited.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, let's get right into it. We're going to start with you, Musau, because I want you to tell us about Origination Cultural Arts Center.
So we are a nonprofit performing arts institution. We were founded in 1994. That's when we became a nonprofit. So we are entering our 31st year as a nonprofit, but we've been doing programming for 33 years. And our goal is to make our young people become the best citizens they can be within their families and their communities. So we use the arts, we use theater, leadership development, effective communication, everything that they need, in particular dance, to just be the best that they can be and offer as many experiences as we can.
When we talk about experiences, you guys really set the bar high, okay? Great experiences. Let's talk with you, Sonia. How does this trip connect with your year-round programming, and what will the dancers do on this incredible trip?
So a lot of times you're like, oh, well, they just got to travel, but there's so much that goes into travel. And I think especially like being a youth, that's where we learn how to fundraise, how to advocate, how to really talk about. So one, you tell us where we're going. So now we have to learn about where we're going. Why are we going there? What are we doing when we're there? How are we going to help? Because it's not a vacation. So we're there and we're working. Like I've painted community centers. We help with food drives. So we also find out, so when we're there, we're like, okay, what are we bringing there? So besides fundraising, learning how to go to family and friends and say, so I'm traveling to South Africa, not just like, hey, I'm going, can you give me money? It's like, so this is what I'm doing. This is the impact that it's gonna have. This is the effect that's gonna have on me, the community. This is what I'm gonna bring back. Being able to do that at the age of like 14, 15, 16, that's huge. There are adults that still struggle to be able to advocate and be able to make that big of a difference. So it's amazing to learn all of that as a teenager. Imagine where that goes 10, 20, 30 years later.
Absolutely, and you mentioned the impact of doing a trip like this, and Musau, you've taken students all over. You've been on several of these trips. We're talking Ghana, South Africa, Jamaica, Barbados. How do you select locations, arrange these programs? These are life-changing experiences for these kids.
Absolutely. We first went to South Africa because we're Congolese. My sisters and I are Congolese, and we wanted to bring them to Africa. So what we do is we have to look at the political climate at the time and make sure that it's safe to go. And then we look at where the kids would strive and thrive. So we wanted to take them to places that spoke English, just to help them kind of further along their education so they can really intake the experience. And so Cape Verde was just an awesome opportunity because Sonia is from Cape Verde. And so we also look at contacts. Who do we have contacts in what countries who can help us really look at the landscape and help us determine our programs.
For someone who has been a student and been one of the dancers who has gone on one of these trips, what has it meant for you going to these places? I know you've been to South Africa. What did you take away from that experience?
In going, there's a lot of gratitude that comes with it. So you really appreciate what you have. So we also make sure we're partnered with some sort of youth organization, whether it's their version of maybe a DYS or an orphanage. So we're working with kids that don't have as much, let alone the resources that we have here in America, especially in Massachusetts and Boston. We are very, very blessed here. So we get to see all the things that we take for granted, things that we didn't even know that we should appreciate. So that's one of the big impact I think that, at minimum, kids going there receive, that they're like, wow, we have it really good, because we're bringing things like toiletries, notepads, pencils, stuff. Kids that, when we're coming to school, we're like, oh, we just have this stuff. To see a kid light up because they're getting something like a notebook, and we're like, I don't even want to go to school, and they're like we're like, oh, we're taking a lot of this for granted, and like the opportunities, like in certain places, like the fact that we could get an education, you know, going to Cape Verde, I'm like, my grandmother wasn't allowed to go to school. You know, that didn't start till my mom's generation. That's only one generation above me. So for me to be able to be here, to, you know, graduate, to be able to get a master's, that stuff, and my grandmother wasn't allowed to, you know, learn to read. So you learn a lot about where your family's from, where, you know, what other people have to deal with, and things that we take for granted.
It's eye-opening for a lot of these kids,
Very.
that's for sure. I know many of them maybe not even been on a plane yet, and they're going across the world, so it's amazing.
Yes.
Talk about how they had to raise money for this trip, because that's part of this. They've got to gear up.
They definitely have to raise money, and that's also, as Sonia mentioned, it's an experience for them to ask for money, but it's also explaining that it's not a vacation. We're doing community service work in another country.
Yeah.
So we do sponsorship letters. We're having a karaoke event in a couple of weeks. Anything that we can do to raise money, they do it. They have done bake sales, bake sales, bake sales, bake sales till you come home, bake sales. But it's just, and the community really helps. We have some funders who will help us out a lot, but that's the biggest challenge for them, because they don't know how to fundraise. And so we're teaching them, again, a skill, because it's a skill you're gonna need as they get older. And like you said, it's just a life-changing experience that we just love for them.
What they get to see, what they get to learn, and who they get to meet.
Yes.
I think they won't forget, that's for sure. Musau and Sonia, thank you so much for being here and the work that you're doing with these kids as well. Good luck with your trip.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. You can check WCVB.com/Cityline for links to Origination's next fundraisers. You want to help these kids go. It's in Roxbury and Dorchester later this month. We wish them all the best.